The 2020 Denfeld Virtual Graduation is a WDSE WRPT partnership co-production with the Independent School District 709.
My name is Elizabeth Emel, and I'm a soon-to-be graduate of Denfeld High School. On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to welcome you to the 95th commencement exercise of Denfeld High School. And of course, this is our first ever virtual graduation. Thank you for joining us.
Are you guys delivering packets?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Packet. Kylie, go Denfeld!
Oh my God, we're stealing!
Congratulations, Kel. You've earned it.
Wow.
How's it going?
Good. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Coming by to drop off your cap and gown and your yearbook.
Awesome.
And there's a nice yard sign there for you in the yard.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Enjoy the rest of your day. You taking care?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Good. All right. Well, there'll be more for you guys next week then. We'll see you then.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Hi, Leanne. Hi, Leanne. There you go. Congratulations. Let's go, buddy. How are you, sir? Congrats.
Please join me in welcoming Denfeld senior Sydney Wegler singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Enjoy the traditional honor song by Joseph Montano, Sr.
Congratulations. Big wage.
I would like to echo the sentiment of Denfeld's long tradition of educational excellence and inspiration. The class of 2020 extends our sincere gratitude to all of our teachers for your patience and love and for never giving up on us. We would not be here tonight without you, and our class is forever indebted to you for all that you have done to help us succeed. Please welcome Adair Balavance, our class advisor, addressing the seniors with her speech. No matter what, you are always a hunter.
Hello from Denfeld High School Auditorium. My name is Adair Balavance, and it is my honor as the senior class advisor to speak to you one more time before you graduate from Denfeld High School. What a year it has been. When you started kindergarten, no one could have guessed that you would be ending your senior year in this strange way. No one would have guessed that we would be using words like COVID-19, pandemic, or quarantine. But life has an interesting way of making us stop, pay attention, and listen. It would be very easy for me to speak to you about how this has ruined your life. I will not do that. I will say this experience is not fair, and life is not fair. I will say that you got ripped off of memories and traditions, and you have made new ones. I want you to look at the positives of this struggle and what you can take away from it and how you can grow from it. When life is going along smoothly, there is not a lot of growth. When it is smooth, there is not a lot of change in you. How have you grown in the last 3 months? How have you dealt with adversity? I would like you to think about that. At some point in the next few days, take some time to really think about what you have missed. Sports, prom, activities, friends, and traditional graduation. Grieve. Be sad. We are all sad. We are all grieving and frustrated with the change in our lives that we did not choose. We are all frustrated with the unknowns about the future. After you have done what I asked, move forward. You have dreams and plans that were formed prior to COVID-19. Move on with those dreams and plans. You have a purpose in your life. So move on and achieve that purpose. This will not be the only roadblock you encounter throughout your life. Character is defined as mental and moral qualities distinctive to you as an individual. What will build your character and define who you are, is how you deal with the bump in this road and what you do moving forward. Celebrate what you did have as a student at Denfeld High School for 4 years. Celebrate what you did have as a senior for 6.5 months in school. I think you will find some amazing memories that you can take with you into the future. Celebrate that staff came to your home to deliver signs, a cap and gown, and an envelope with senior items in it, even if some of you had to be woken up to receive them. That had not been done before. A new tradition, perhaps? You are bigger than this pandemic. Cherish what you have had and what you have done as a student at Denfeld High School. Then, move on to what is next. A job, the military, school, etc. Take forward everything you have learned while at Denfeld. When there is a roadblock in your life, you know that you can overcome it because you already have. You know that you can come out on the other side and be okay because you already have. You have built character in these strange times, and that is good for you in life. High school is over, and you have your whole life in front of you. So take a big breath, dig deep into yourself, and move forward. But always be proud that you are a Denfeld hunter. No one can ever take that away from you. Thank you.
Graduation speakers are chosen through a spring audition process. Here is our first graduation speaker, Senior Nicole Mcgann. Her speech is entitled, A Class Worth Reading About.
Welcome parents, grandparents, family members, Denfeld staff, and the class of 2020. I'd also like to extend my welcome to anyone who may be tuning in from all over the country and possibly the world. This is a special opportunity that we were able to bring you today, and I am blessed to be able to share this with all of you in such a unique way. My name is Nicole Mcgann, and I'm a graduate of the class of 2020. I've attended Denfeld High School for 4 wonderful years. Well, maybe more like 3 3/4. And during my years at Denfeld, I've had the opportunity to be involved in just about anything I could fit into my schedule, including being a 3-sport athlete and participating in enough clubs and activities to have my schedule double booked at least twice a week. Though my schedule may have been overwhelming at times, I found comfort in being surrounded and involved in so many things at Denfeld, because Denfeld truly felt like a family to me. And I'd often spend more time with my Denfeld family than I would with my actual family. Some days I'd leave my house at 7 a.m. and wouldn't get home until 7 p.m., or maybe even later. Every morning when I'd leave my house to get to school, I'd take this road, and coming around the corner, I'd see Denfeld in the distance. It felt as if I was leaving one home and going to the next. I cherished every minute I got to spend with my team, peers, and teachers. The countless memories we have made together as a team singing the school song on the bus loud and proud. The numerous concerts we have all shared on the auditorium stage. The assemblies where the seniors yell, "Freshmen on the shelf," and the freshmen yell back, "Seniors in the cellar." And all of the games played at public school stadium and in our gymnasium have made our high school experience one worth remembering. No one expected our graduation to look like this, or for spring sports to be canceled, or for stores to run out of toilet paper. We may have had our senior sports seasons tampered with due to an unfinished track in the fall, our homecoming bonfire canceled for 2 years in a row, and our senior sweetheart dance postponed due to a snowstorm. And our prom, spring sports seasons, and graduation all canceled due to COVID-19. But we didn't, and we won't let these setbacks define the class of 2020. We are Denfeld Hunters, and we stick together through hard times. We will come out of this as stronger people. Our friendships have grown over this quarantine, and they will continue, even after we go to college or join the workforce. We will all share this memory of our senior year, and it will unite us. We are a class like no other. We are a class that feels more like family than classmates. We are there for each other in times of need. This pandemic has shown me just how close the class of 2020 is and how much we need each other. Now, remembering back to freshman year, when we all had the opportunity to fill out a time capsule sheet. This sheet asked us questions that most of us had no problem answering, like who your high school crush was, or who do you think will become homecoming queen. But when Miss Hollanday came to my house to drop off my senior yard sign, my cap and gown, and that time capsule from 9th grade, one question in particular stood out to me. It read, "What do you wish to accomplish by the end of high school?" I remember what I had written, and there it was, to leave Denfeld with people knowing my name. Now I know this may sound like I wanted to be popular, but I can assure you that is not what I intended. I wanted to be remembered by my classmates, by the staff, and by my coaches. I wanted to make an impact at Denfeld. I wanted to do something worth remembering. Because as Benjamin Franklin once said, if you would not be forgotten as soon as you are dead, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. This quote is something that I believe is not only applicable to me in accomplishing my time capsule wish, but also to every single one of my classmates. Because as a whole, we are doing something worth writing about right now. We are the first class to graduate during a global pandemic, and that is something to talk and maybe even laugh about. The story of our class will be one that is told for generations, or maybe even a story in 15 years that we will look back on when we run into each other in the grocery store. Having an impact and leaving a legacy is something that everyone in the class of 2020 is already doing. But one day I hope I can leave my own legacy at Denfeld. This high school is truly unique. I have not heard of any other school that has near the number of scholarships that we have that are left by alumni, community members, and organizations. The pride that comes from the west side of Duluth is unmatchable. I am so grateful for the scholarships that my classmates and I have received. They provide a rewarding incentive for so many students in our graduating class, as well as those who came before us and those who will follow in our footsteps. It shows them that their hard work for these past 4 years has paid off. I hope that one day I can give back to Denfeld in the same way by having my name on a scholarship that will encourage a graduating senior in much the same way that the scholarships that we have received have done for us. Denfeld is a school that honors tradition, and our current situation is one that no one could have prepared for. But the efforts of the staff and the administration to keep the tradition alive shows how far they are willing to go for their students and to show them that they care. We have grown as a class, as a school, and as a community over this quarantine. Though we may not all be able to celebrate together in person today, we have made Denfeld history as the first virtual graduation. We did it. We have waited for this day for 13 years, and it is an amazing accomplishment. I am very proud of every single one of you. And as this golden sun sets on Denfeld tonight and the maroon hazes in the sky fade away, just as our high school years will fade into a memory, I hope that the class of 2020 can leave Denfeld knowing that we left our mark on the school. And who knows, maybe Denfeld left more of an impact on us. The Denfeld senior class of 2020 is definitely worth remembering. We are all doing something worth writing about, and in the future, this will be something worth reading about.
Come with me for a little history. I'm standing here at the Hall of Fame inside Denfeld High School. Robert E. Denfeld is not only the namesake of our school, he was the superintendent of Duluth Public Schools from 1885 to 1916. Mr. Denfeld was instrumental in creating a teacher training school, which eventually became the University of Minnesota Duluth. Walt Hunting was a legendary teacher and coach from Denfeld High School. He won championships and state titles in football, basketball, baseball, and golf between 1927 and 1956. Football fans at Public Schools Stadium would say, "Here comes Hunting's Hunters," as the team approached the field, and that is how we became the Denfeld Hunters.
My name is Michaela Reese, and I am a proud member of the graduating class of 2020. Hello to families, friends, teachers, mentors, and everyone else who is tuned in to watch our Denfeld Class of 2020's virtual commencement ceremony. Most importantly, welcome, Class of 2020. Here we are, the day we've been dreaming of for the past 12 years. The time has come for us to finally finish what we started on High Day freshman year, when we walk the stage from left to right, marking the beginning of a new period of our lives, high school. I think I can speak on behalf of all seniors when I say that this isn't what we pictured our graduation would be like. This isn't how we thought we'd spend the last few months of our senior year. We thought that we would be finishing out our time in high school with celebrations, prom, the senior countdown in the panel lobby, and all of the other wonderful traditions that Denfeld had in store for us. But I'm sure that you've all heard plenty about everything that COVID-19 has changed for everyone, and that's not what I want to focus on today. Instead, I want to focus on all the positives that are ahead of us, the class of 2020. Today is not about the end of high school. It's about the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. Today, we are welcomed into the real world. We are officially adults. We start our futures now. Talking about the future can be scary, as it's full of potential roadblocks that may get in our way. But I think that's what makes the future so exciting. I don't see these as things that are trying to stop us from achieving goals that we have set for ourselves. Instead, I see them as obstacles to pass, things that make us sure that we are ready for our destinations. They prepare us for everything that life can throw our way. They make us stronger. Class of 2020, I want you to take a look back to your first day of freshman year. We were a bunch of awkward, terrified 14-year-olds. We didn't know what to expect from high school. Would it be just like the movies, full of bullies, cliques, and the constant effort to fit in? Would it be like we had heard it would be in middle school, with teachers showing no mercy, little to no room for error, and homework that would bury us? However, all of these questions were quickly answered and dismissed. We realized that no, it's not just like the movies. Teachers were supportive, and they wanted us to succeed. They helped us in any way possible, making sure that we stayed on track to graduate. We adjusted to our new normal. As I stand here staring into a camera, I'm picturing the faces of all my peers that I've laughed with, cried with, danced with, and crammed for tests with. I'm thinking about all of the amazing and bright futures that we have ahead of us, whether it be continuing with school this fall at a college or university, traveling, starting up a business, taking a year off, working, defending our country, or any other plans. I know that the class of 2020 will be successful in all aspects of life. COVID-19 will not be our biggest challenge. The students in our graduating class are no strangers to overcoming difficult situations. We have all experienced hardships in our lives. For some, it was not making the varsity sports team. So you pushed harder, you put in the extra work to make the team the next year. For others, it was falling behind in a class, but you came in before or after school to get extra help from the teacher, and you took every offer of extra credit that the teacher gave so you could get your grade up.
Some students on the speech team or in theater wanted to give up when they couldn't remember a line or felt fear and anxiety before a performance, but you did it anyway. You read your lines over and over to walls and stuffed animals to perfect them. When part of the programming on a robot didn't work correctly, the members of the robotics team didn't give up. You fixed it and worked harder. You problem solved together, and we've all seen everything that you have accomplished. Some of us have had difficult home situations that made it hard to get to school every day. But you woke up, you pushed past it, and found the strength to show up to school each and every day. We have all decided to keep the strength. We have chosen to stay positive and to persevere. And just look at us now. We made it. And we have many people to thank for helping us along the way. To our teachers and mentors who have taught us everything from the quadratic formula to how to handle stress and to think positively, I thank you. Thank you to our parents and guardians for supporting us through 12 years of what may have seemed like torture through some parts, but most importantly, through 12 years of us growing into the adults that we are today. Thank you to the administration and ISD 709 for pushing for us to have something so special for this day that we will remember for the rest of our lives. And finally, I would like to personally thank the class of 2020. Whether we were all friends or not, we all played an important role in each other's lives. You have truly been magnificent classmates to grow up with, and although it saddens me to see us go our separate ways, I am confident that we are all off to do unbelievable things. Today, we finish what we started as we walk right to left across the stage and become alumni of Denfeld. And we should be proud to say that we are Denfeld High School graduates. Once a hunter, always a hunter. And as always, stay classy, Denfeld.
In 1926, when Denfeld was built, the principal at the time thought the school should have a pool. Here in the basement is the roughed-in beginning of the pool. At the last minute, the architects and the school board decided to stick with the trend of the day, that every school should have an ornate, decorated clock tower. We know who won that battle. That is how we got the beautiful Denfeld clock tower, which represents idealism, the motivating principle of the school. On the four sides of the clock tower, we find these words for the 8 types of human beings: masters, rulers, philanthropists, scientists, magicians, devotees, philosophers, and artists. It was the hope of all of those who designed the school and the tower that all Denfeld students pursue their dreams, whatever they may be. Legend has it that inside this cornerstone, here on the corner of 44th Avenue and 6th Street, there is a time capsule that was sealed in 1925 as Denfeld was being built. Inside, there may be a maroon and gold D, a list of all Denfeld students enrolled that year, various papers, and a Bible. This was a very common practice at the time, to seal a time capsule within a cornerstone to be opened again one day. It's yet another magical mystery inside the walls of Denfeld.
Greetings. My name is Lori Knapp, and I'm the interim principal here at Denfeld for the 2019-2020 school year. I want to welcome all who are watching this historical virtual graduation of Denfeld High School. Superintendent Gronseth, members of the school board, graduates, parents, grandparents, families, friends, community members, and all others, welcome. To the historic graduating class of 2020. Here you are. You made it. Despite a worldwide pandemic, the canceling of the last months of school and school activities, stay-at-home orders, and social distancing, you have accomplished what you set out to do 12 years ago. This is a great accomplishment, and you should be very proud. I am sure your families are extremely proud of you as well. You can't imagine the sense of relief they are experiencing right now. Graduates, this would be a most opportune time to ask for money. I don't want to dwell on the loss of a portion of your senior year. it cannot be replaced, but it is a year and an experience you will never forget. I appreciate the words of your classmates, Nicole and Michaela, as they highlighted those accomplishments of the senior class. And those events are what you need to hold on to. Those accomplishments are your legacy. I would like to share a story to take with you as you embark on the next phase of your life after high school. It's called the Mayonnaise Jar. Some of you may have heard it before. The story's origin is unknown, but it was shared with me by a retired physics teacher years ago. Here's the story as he told it. A teacher stood before his class and had some items in front of him. When the class began, he wordlessly picked up a very large and empty mayonnaise jar and proceeded to fill it with golf balls. He then asked the students if the jar was full, and they agreed it was. The teacher next picked up a box of pebbles and poured it into the jar. He shook the jar lightly, and the pebbles rolled into the open areas between the golf balls. He then asked the students if the jar was full, and they agreed it was. The teacher then picked up a box of sand and poured it into the jar. Of course, the sand filled up everything else. He asked once more if the jar was full, and the students responded with a unanimous yes. The teacher then produced a can of Coke from under the table and poured the entire contents into the jar, effectively filling the empty space between the sand. The students laughed. "Now," said the teacher, as the laughter subsided, "I want to recognize that this jar represents your life. The golf balls are the important things: your family, your health, your friends, and your favorite passions. And if everything else was lost and only they remained, your life would still be full. The pebbles are the other things that matter, like your education, your job, and your car. The sand is everything else, the small stuff. If you put the sand in the jar first," he continued, "there's no room for pebbles or the golf balls. The same goes for life. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will never have room for the things that are important to you. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Play with your children, take care of your health, take your significant other out to dinner, play another 18. There will always be time to clean the house and mow the lawn. Take care of the golf balls first, the things that really matter. Set your priorities. The rest is just sand." One of the students raised her hand and inquired about what the Coke represented. The professor smiled. "I'm glad you asked that. It just goes to show you how that no matter how full your life may seem, there's always time for a Coke with a friend." A lot has happened to us this school year, both on a personal level and as a senior class. We have had good times and we have had sad times. The end of your high school career is only your beginning. A whole world of new experiences and challenges await you. Stretch your learning, meet new people, explore the world, read, write, love, and play. Remember the story of the mayonnaise jar. Take care of yourselves. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Congratulations, Denfeld Hunters, class of 2020. Superintendent Gronseth, as you leave Duluth Public Schools to write a new chapter in your career, and this being the last Denfeld class to commence under your leadership as superintendent, it is with great pride and pleasure that I present to you, having met all the obligations and requirements set down by the school board and ISD 709 Duluth Public Schools, the historic class of Denfeld High School 2020.
School board members, families, graduates, and the Duluth community. It is an honor and a privilege to share this moment with you in celebration of the Denfeld High School class of 2020. We are experiencing a time that future history classes will read about and talk about. All of us, and most especially our graduating seniors, are part of that history. Graduates, we celebrate your success. Earning your diploma is a big accomplishment. You worked hard to get here, and people are so proud of you. You see it in the Hunter Pride community-wide signs, social media comments, smiles from friends and family. You've been brave and resilient over the last 3 months, but graduation celebrates not 3 months, but many years of perseverance, dedication, and effort. You did it. No one and nothing can take that away from you. That's yours forever. The same strength and determination that brought you here can take you anywhere you want to go. There's a whole world of possibilities waiting for you. For now, take time to live and enjoy the moment. Resist the urge to linger too long in the past. Be thoughtful and planful without dwelling too long in what the future may hold. Be purposeful in allowing plenty of time and attention for where life is lived and enjoyed, felt and experienced, the here and the now. Graduates, as we share this incredible moment, we wish you well. As you step into your future, may each of you attain your best vision for success. Congratulations to you and those who love and care about you for the joy of this accomplishment. On behalf of Independent School District 709 and the Duluth School Board, I hereby accept the graduating class of Denfeld High School 2020.
Aiden Albert. Aiden Anderson, academic letter. Colton K. Anderson. Jace Anderson. Eric Arsenault. Amelia Grace Ashcroft, academic letter. Zyler Asherobi. Corian Banks. Deja Barber. Hunter Douglas Bartness. Miriana Danielle Basti. Tiffany Beasley. Tyrell M. Beckham Jr. Jason Berg, academic letter. Adriana Birdseye. Isabella Morgan Bloomdahl. Michaela Bordeaux, academic letter. Corey Braun Graves. Nikolai S. Bremen, academic letter 4.0. Katie Brown. Jamie Burwell. Louisa Gabriella Bushnell, academic letter. Leo Bucksbaum, Connor Carlson, Brecken Kiernan Caroon, Wyatt Carr, Helen Klana, academic letter, Carly Denise Clement, Austin Clausen, Kennedy Joy Kaufman, academic letter, Beyonce Cohen, Arishon Coleman, Allison Cook, Logan Cotton Bell, Callie Curtis, academic letter, Elena Davidson, academic letter 4.0, Kira Deloney, Eliana Jean Monique Diggs, Rosalina Marie Diggs, Tyler Donahue, Lilith Drew Shears, Sean Patrick Easty, Jaden Edwards, L. Eck, Elizabeth Emmel, academic letter, Talon Anthony Urseg, Kathleen Erickson, Jaden Erie, academic letter, Mark Anthony Fairbanks, academic letter, Sierra Madison Farrell, Ariana Jean Marie Ferguson, academic letter 4.0, Stephanie Grace Ferguson, Nia Filipovich, academic letter, Cole Flatt, Gabriel Fossum, Nino Franklin, Cassandra G. Franzen, Allison T. Freeberg, Armand Freeman, Madison Gardner, academic letter, Cody J. Goodrow, Carla Gould, Nicholas Grayhawk, Dion Grenier, Logan B. Griggs, academic letter, Natasha Godowski, Daniel Robert Getty, academic letter, Devonte Guthrie, Daniel Hagland, Zachary Halverson, Leanne Hardy, Sherry Harstead, Sophia Hendrickson, academic letter, Ronnie Henry Jr., academic letter, Devin Hicks, Clayton Higgins, academic letter, Taya Rose Higgins, Mackenzie Horrocks, academic letter, Julianne Hulapa, Billy Jago, Brandon John, academic letter, Anna Johnson, Brittany Johnson, Owen Matthew Johnson, Zoe Johnson, academic letter, Shade S. Jones, Dylan Matthew Jopi, Jason Kangas, Isaac Kaptanak, Drew R. Kasperi, Isabella Hope Keeney, Braden Katola, Ann Kidd, academic letter, Madeline Kinziger, Mary Kaiser Bolts, Annabelle Clandy, Zach Klimek, academic letter, Madison Krishak, academic letter, Alexander Kalari, academic letter, Dylan Kylan, Nicholas LaFleur, Stella Latour, Griffin Lehet, academic letter, Paige J. Lemke, Deonta Liu, Joseph Lewandowski III, Kai Lynn, academic letter, Brooklyn Line, Abigail Faye Longacre, academic letter, Dominic Lugardo, Calvin Lund, Mackenzie Lundberg, Wyatt Christian Moss, Maxwell David Magnuson, Emily Marciniak, Alyssa May Martinez, Caitlin Main, academic letter, Emily B. Mayville, academic letter, Nicholas Macaulay Garson, Sierra McConnell, Jack McCormick, academic letter, Dante McDonald, Nicole Mcgann, academic letter, Vivian Mickelson, Carter Miller, Emma Miller, Gabriel Miller, Kaylee Miller, academic letter, Nicholas Miller, academic letter 4.0, Riley L. Miller, Savannah Miller, Kentrell Mitchell, Kaya Grace Moeller, Pachia Moa, Madeline Marie Meerman, Emma Natalie, academic letter 4.0, Brooke Netzel, Johnny Fook Wynn, Acacia M. Novi, Shaylin Nicole Novitsky, Kyron Olberg, Brennan Harris Lee Olick, Summit J. Ankazu, Grace Ostern, Amy Oswald, Sean Owens Jr., Nathan Packingham, Michaela J. Pearson, Caleb Peralt, academic letter, Nicholas J. Persh, Ziane Desiree Peters, Robert Placencio, Miranda Grace Passant, Ashley Porter, academic letter, Derek Postal, Lily Prudhomme, Sydney R. Raybold, Olivia Marie Raddick, Michaela Reese, academic letter, Franklin Ritchie, Danny Robertson, Madeline Rodberg, Kylie Rogers, Cameron Running, Daniela Santiago, Terrell Sarvala, academic letter, James Charnot, Destiny Marie Shepard, Zachary Sisko, Brandon Soderland, Logan Alexander Solomon, William Spears, Ryan Thomas Studahar, Grant Stagger, Eric Stoley, Tyler Storley, Kamari Stringer, Alexis Jade Stroik, Evie Swader, Najee A. Swanigan, Andrew Philip Paul Swanson, Nicholas Tharge, Chris Thompson, Hannah Lynn Thompson, Keenan Thunder, Beauty Turner, Alex Turcott, Dustin Turcott, Emily Tuscan, academic letter 4.0, Abrina Yerudia, Alexa Elizabeth Very, Joseph Von Worth Daly, Ian T. Walker, William Isaac Ware, academic letter, Caleb Wadeen, Sydney Wegler, academic letter, Tay Weidinger, Matthias White, Asilas Murray Whitman, Keegan Wilhelm, Victor Lee Williams, Jessica M. Worley, academic letter, Alex Stephen Wright. Elizabeth Wynn, academic letter. Destiny Young. Austin Zimmerman. Carter Andrew Zupancic.
The ringing of the chimes at commencement was a tradition here at Duluth Central High School, which opened in 1892. The chimes, designed after those at Westminster Abbey in London, England, were installed in the clock tower in 1895 and can still be heard today, ringing from our historic Old Central High School. The turning of the tassel symbolizes a student's movement from a candidate for a diploma to a graduate. Prior to the ceremony, the tassel is worn on the right. During the ceremony, it should be moved to the left side after the students receive their diplomas.
You excited to go up the tower?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah? You think you're going to be a big spot up there for you to put your name?
No.
No? There's a lot of names up there.
It is a tradition that on their last day of school, each Denfeld senior gets to climb inside of the tower and sign their name.
Congratulations! Thank you. Just walk Yellow Brick Road and she'll tell you what to do. Okay. So they have pens and everything up there, so we'll sign your name. Okay. Good to see you. You too. Up that way. I'll wait. That'll be out.
My message to the seniors is that we missed you a lot, and you guys have been strong. You've been picking up what you need to do to finish out the year. We just appreciate everything you've done and gotten done this rest of this year. So we miss you.
Hi, seniors. We're so sorry to see you go, as always. Good luck to all of you, and we'll miss you. Stop in and see us whenever you can. Bye.
Duluth Denfeld class of 2020. It's CJ Ham, a 2011 Denfeld graduate. I just wanted to reach out and say congratulations to all the seniors. Graduating high school is a huge accomplishment, and y'all should definitely be proud of yourselves. I know that the entire Denfeld staff is extremely proud of the way that you've handled all this adversity in these last couple of months. So I just want to wish everybody the best of luck in the future. Hope everybody's staying safe and healthy right now. God bless, and go Hunters.
Just Dirk Medder dropping in to say congratulations. What a huge accomplishment. It wasn't long ago that I was 18, ready to grab my diploma and run. But just remember, take your time. Enjoy the moments in life. Take some time, enjoy the sunshine, and get out there and make sure happiness is your priority.
Hi, my name is Mike Tuskin. I am a proud class of 1987 Denfeld graduate, and I serve as the police chief for the Duluth Police Department. Congratulations, Denfeld class of 2020. I told my children growing up a simple message, a message I felt would bring value and purpose to their lives. I also give the same message to our officers before they embark on a career of serving others as police officers. Do your best, Make your family proud. Be kind to others and do something good for someone else. While this is a simple message, it will bring joy and meaning to your life. It is always about what we do for others than about doing for ourselves. So remember, class of 2020, you were built for this moment. We will eagerly watch and follow you over the years to come to see how you'll lead, change, and improve this nation and world. Go, class of 2020, you have got this.
Hi, graduates of 2020. This is not the celebration you anticipated. I know that tonight you would rather be at the Deck Auditorium if you are East High School. You'd rather be home with Hunter Pride in the beautiful auditorium at Denfeld. Or you'd rather be at St. Scholastica, Area Learning Center and online high school, celebrating all together with your learning communities, your friends, and your families. This is not what we get to do this year. And I just want to acknowledge, first of all, that that's really hard. There are a lot of rituals that you have looked forward to. You've wanted to go through your elementary school in your graduation gown. You've wanted to enjoy senior night or special athletic activities, parades or assemblies, just simply gathering together to laugh about the stuff that's been funny, to cry about what has been hard, and to just celebrate years of learning together. However, you are special. And what you have learned this year is not what you expected. You have learned how important social connections are, how much we rely on one another and people around us, how quickly things can change, and how much we need to be willing to adjust with them. And I want you to know that I am proud of you. I wish you were having the celebration that you'd hoped for, but this is the norm we have now, and we're all doing the best we can with what we've got. So take pride in who you are, in what you've done, and what you're willing to do. Be willing to make some mistakes along the way and learn from them as you go. Take a moment to just recognize how great it feels to finish this first part of a long and healthy life. Look around you and thank your family and friends. They wanted those rituals too. They wanted to celebrate their hard work with you as family members, as supporters, as people who have loved you and watched you grow up for years. So thank you for who you are. Thank you to our families. Thank you to our educators who have had a nearly impossible job this year of helping hundreds, thousands of people transition into a different norm of learning. I'm so proud of you graduates. Whatever you do, whether you stay here, move away, go on a big adventure in your future, know that you are always home here in Duluth. And we are Duluth proud of you. Congratulations, graduates.
Please enjoy several senior members of the Denfeld Choir singing The Halls of Denfeld.
Oh, we love the halls of Denfeld that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be near or far away. To the hallowed halls of Denfeld, every voice will
We will be a class to remember, not only because we graduated during COVID-19, but because of the impact we will make on the world. I have come to the realization that the way one graduates does not define who we are and what we will do with our lives. As we look to the future to make our mark, we have strong roots and the education and determination to make the world a better place. Here I am standing beneath the arch of the tower entrance into Denfeld High School. For 95 years, every hunter has walked through this entry hundreds, even thousands of times. We walk beneath the words, an open mind, a pure heart, an eager intellect, a brotherliness for all. May we carry on these Denfeld traditions as we join the Hunter alumni of years past. Commencement is not the end, it is just the beginning. Thank you for celebrating with us, the graduating class of 2020 from Denfeld High School. Carpe diem, Hunters. Go out and seize the day.